Hey there, welcome back to another render demo, how to draw video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a football. So let's get started. So my football is going to be kind of like an eye shape sideways. So I'm just going to draw kind of like a horizontal line just to get myself started. So the corners of the football, all right, will meet up at the same point here. So we don't want this corner to be higher than the other. It'll be unless you want your football to be like on an angle, but we want ours to be sideways like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the football. So we're going to have a peak at this height here, and we're going to try to mirror the same down below. So if you want, you can use your pencil just like that to try, just to get basic lines, or you can get a ruler. So what I'll do now, I have my thickness and it's going to taper to both sides from here on like that. Okay, so we're going to round this a little bit. We're going to come up like this. And then we're going to come down. And you know what? My football is going to be a little bit longer, so it looks good like this. Okay. Like that, and then we will do the same down below. So we'll come like this, and we'll hook back up. Just like that. Now I like to use a pencil because I sometimes, make a lot of mistakes. So that way now I can go and adjust some of these lines and then use the lines that I like the best and then erase the ones that I don't. All right, so we got our main football shape, right? So next step, we're gonna add the bands, the stripes on either side. So what we'll do is, here's our halfway point. We're gonna come over to the left and we're gonna draw a curve like this. We'll do one here, and then just a little bit offset from that, we'll draw a curve like this. And you can see how my hand kind of curves like in this direction, right? Now it's gonna be hard for me to do this like opposite of my natural curve of my fingers. So I'm gonna turn the page, face it in the other direction, and we'll try to apply this line in the same spot on this side. See, I got my curve here, nice. Just like that, and we'll do another one like that. So now our curve is mirrored. So we can go back to the starting position, just like that. For the next step, we will draw two lines, one above here and then one below. And we're going to start kind of in the middle, and we're going to come up like this. And if you want to go through your stripe, you can. And then we'll keep going like this, and then we'll come back down like that. Okay, and then the next one, we're going to do the same thing down below. And again, if you want to change the position, just rotate your page and do it this way again. So that way you're going to have a nice curve that your wrist has a natural curve shape to it. There you go. You can go back to the starting point. Now up over here, this is where our seam's gonna be with the little stitch pieces in here. So I'm gonna draw a shape like this over here, and then one over here. So that's gonna be the thickness, and I'm gonna follow this curve just above and below. Like that. And then from those, we're going to have shapes that go above and below that just a tad. So we're going to do this. We're going to go one like this. Okay. So there's one there, and I'm going to do another one on this side. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to try to space these equally. The rest of these I want to distribute so they're kind of equal. So what I'll do is I'll find the center, and I'll draw one kind of like straight down in the center, And then now I can do two. I can do one here, one here, one here, and one here. And they'll be more equally distributed as opposed to you starting here and trying to figure out how to end right there. Okay, so draw the ends, get the middle in, and then you can kind of finish off with the others like that. And your spacing should look a lot more accurate than if you tried to just go from one side all the way to the other, kind of guessing how far apart to spread them. So there you go. We have our stitches going through, and then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to do the shape that goes around these. So I'm going to draw a backward C like that, and then I'm going to draw one on this side, just a regular C shape like that. And then what we'll do is we'll come up and we're going to go kind of these just subtle bumps above each of those shapes. So we're going to come up and we're just going to go above, and then we're going to point like that. And then we'll do the same thing down below. We'll kind of come and just have some subtle bumps, and then we'll meet back up. And that is all it takes to draw a football. So that was pretty good. So now you can go and we can erase some of these lines here that go through these bands, because you won't see those. And then we will marker this in. I'm going to use my ink pen, and then we'll go ahead and color it, and we'll see you guys in a second. So as you can see, when I was using my ink pen, I made sure to draw these stitches here, these pieces first, because I didn't want to have any of those lines crossing through, because this piece here actually runs underneath these stitches that run in this direction here. So now let's go ahead and color this in. So I'm going to use this kind of like brown color marker, and we're going to leave these white bands, and this these stitches will be white as well, but everything else will be this brown color. So there you go, there's how to draw a football in a few simple steps. We colored our football in using a couple brown shades of markers, and then we used some gray for the stripes and the stitching. So those are kind of like white colors. So that's all we have for today. Subscribe to our channel so you can see upcoming tutorials, and we will see you next time. Have a good one, bye-bye.